I'm Bob Carney Jr., moderate progressive Republican candidate for mayor of Minneapolis. Hold that thought. You may have heard some rumors this year about a 2009 Minneapolis mayoral election. I heard these rumors too. In fact, I filed as a candidate, and I've been told by the city that my name will be on the ballot this fall. But while you may see my name, you probably won't see my political principle, moderate progressive Republican. Instead, you're more likely to see moderate progressive censored. I was forced to file under protest because the city refused to let me use the word Republican in my political principle. I've served a summons and complaint on the city, and this may be resolved in court if I can come up with a $320 filing fee before the election. My name is Bob Carney Jr. I am a moderate progressive Republican candidate for mayor of Minneapolis, somewhere between endangered and extinct. It looks like I'm campaigning. I thought I was campaigning. But from the city's rejection of my original affidavit of candidacy forward, events have made me wonder, could these rumors of a 2009 Minneapolis mayoral election be just that, rumors? In this hard-hitting, thoroughly researched investigative report, I've decided to face an issue few political candidates face. Is there actually an election at all? Is this world real or an illusion? Let's start with the basics. If you have an election, you're going to have things like lawn signs, and incumbents with busy campaign schedules, and big money campaign headquarters. But we have to face facts about the rumors of a 2009 Minneapolis mayoral election. Except for the big money, nothing like this is happening. Have you seen any lawn signs for mayor? What about our current mayor's campaign schedule of upcoming events? Here's a screen print of the mayor's October 2009 events calendar, taken October 8th from his website, rtrybeck.com. It's blank. There's nothing going on. At the bottom of Mayor Rybeck's website, there's a prepared and paid for address. For political campaigns, especially big fancy ones, this is typically the headquarters, the place with the phone banks and the volunteers. So I went there. Here we are at 28th and Hennepin. Here's the building. I looked at the endorsements tab on Mayor Rybeck's website expecting to find Minneapolis DFL as one of the endorsing organizations, but it's not listed. We're back at Rybeck headquarters, and I'm out of uniform and only recently out of bed. It's October 8th in the morning. I'm at Rybeck campaign headquarters for mayor. Year uncertain. This is 2751 Hennepin Avenue. The mailbox number is PMB 655. This is Rybeck campaign headquarters. My understanding is that this campaign has raised over $200,000 for mayor. So I think that we've got to commend our mayor for obviously being very frugal in his spending in these difficult economic times on his campaign for mayor. For what year, we're not quite sure. Now, on a personal basis, I have to tell you I'm worried. Being arrested isn't a concern. I only very rarely go into other people's houses. But if enough people see me wandering around campaigning for mayor of Minneapolis, and there really is no Minneapolis mayoral election this year, I'm afraid I might be detained and possibly brought in for observation. If that happens, I've got to have some kind of proof that there actually is a 2009 Minneapolis mayoral election. Right now, this looks like a pretty weak case based on a preponderance of evidence. So here's step one of my plan. I want video proof, him and me standing together, and I want him to say these words: "Yes, Bob, there is a 2009 Minneapolis mayoral election." Of course, for step two of this jig, I plan to tell Mayor Rybeck that other candidates have both questions and grievances for him to address. Since we've already seen that his campaign calendar is blank for October, I'll ask him when and where it would be convenient for him to meet with us for 3 one-hour broadcast mayoral forums. Here's a clip from my first visit to Minneapolis City Hall on Tuesday, October 13th. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, my name's Bob Carney Jr. and I've got a video camera running here. Is Mayor Rybeck here?
No, he's not.
No. Do you know when he's going to be in or when a good time would be to reach him?
Well, he has a meeting at 3:30. Is there something I can help you with?
Well, I wonder if I could speak with him briefly.
Is there something I can help you with?
Well, I am one of the candidates running for mayor.
Okay.
First of all, trying to get into verify on camera that there is a mayoral election this year, and also ask him if he will participate in 3 one-hour televised forums with the other candidates.
Okay. Well, this is the official City of Minneapolis office. We can't talk about campaigns here. It's inappropriate to do so. So I can give you his the campaign phone number.
Okay, that would be great if I could get the phone number.
Hi, what's your name?
Bob Carney Jr.
Hey, Bob, how are you?
Meet you.
You too.
I actually met you once before, at least.
Okay.
Quick question. I just want you to
Well, I've got to walk into a
confirm
meeting, Bob,
well, I
okay?
understand it.
So, sir, can I get some?
you can-
Okay, I'll be in there in just a second.
You can confirm that there is a mayoral election this year, and my understanding is that you don't feel it's appropriate to talk about campaigns or elections in the building here. Is
Yeah,
that
I
right?
can't talk about the election here. I'm going into a meeting right
Okay.
now. I'm happy to talk about elections, but I can't use the city hall to do that. So,
Real good.
so
Thank
why don't you
you.
come to
I'll
one of my
follow
open
up.
houses? You're always
Okay.
welcome to one of my open houses, so come to one of those.
Earlier that day, I was in Ramsey County District Court at a hearing on my lawsuit challenging Governor Palente's attempt to unallot the Minnesota Political Contribution Refund Program. On June 30th, I had testified before the Legislative Advisory Commission warning the Palente administration about this. I've also met with an attorney of a large class action law firm in Minneapolis last week. I have a legal memo right here from them indicating that I would personally have standing and that there would be standing for a class to sue if Governor Palente does not relent. As a Republican, I see the governor's claim of sweeping unallotment powers to unilaterally close the $2.7 billion deficit before the biennium was even started as certainly a usurping of legislative authority.
Your website is www.republicancontract.com.
A little poster on this today. You'll be hearing more about this, maybe a lot more, and maybe sooner rather than later. I oppose Governor Palente's attempt to balance the Minnesota budget through sweeping executive branch unallotment orders. I favor reinstating the constitutional separation of powers and opposing legislation by executive order. That is a direct quote from the current Minnesota Republican Party platform. Here's the First Amendment from our federal Constitution. Notice the last part, the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances.
My name is Papa John Kolstad. I'm running for mayor of Minneapolis. I think that we should hold the mayor accountable. If he wants to run for mayor, then he should be at the forums. He has not made one single forum, not one forum so far has the mayor showed up. And the Star Tribune and the press is not holding him accountable to that. I think it's an insult to the people of Northeast Minneapolis, and it's an insult to the people that organized this, that he doesn't care enough to come up here and to talk to you about how he's going to solve these economic problems and other infrastructure problems of this city.
The real reason that prompted me to get into this, I've been politically active for about 10 years on a lot of projects, is that I see a need to try to move the Republican Party in a more moderate and progressive direction. Historically, the progressive movement in the United States was overwhelmingly Republican. Charles Lindbergh's father, the aviator's father, was a Republican congressman from Minnesota. I think we need to take a look at some of those principles that progressive Republicans advocated back then. I participated in a mayoral forum last week with 4 other suspected candidates. It was broadcast on Channel 17. It was a thoughtful discussion. Our right to bring grievances before the incumbent mayor and to get answers from that mayor is right at the heart of the First Amendment. If anyone has seen the mayor, can you call me and pass on our request to him? We'd really appreciate it.